Orlando talk.
Orlando. Yeah,
Yeah, I think that's the
that's
play.
pretty much that's the main thing.
I started another showdown game. Give me 2 seconds.
I don't blame you. That'll be me after the fact. After the recording. Welcome to the Game Corner, another video game podcast. My name is Harrison. You might know me online as Robix, and I am joined by my friends and co-hosts.
Rowan, you might know me as Mocha Online, and yeah, I'm panicking even harder than I was last week.
And this is Sheldon. You might know me as Captain Yanova. Me and their Mocha, they are twinning it.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the others. I'm very sad.
If you are on audio only, Cap and I have our Game Corner tank tops already.
Yes.
And then mine has not come in the mail yet, apparently. So hopefully by Orlando I'll have it.
Nice.
But yeah, speaking of, I too am feeling the immense panic. Immense panic. We are 4 days away from Orlando right now as of recording, and holy panic, Batman.
Are we keeping this PG on in terms of language? Probably.
We really heckin' should.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, it's really frustrating because I if I hadn't started so late, I think I would have been really comfortable coming up to Orlando. But I only started prepping like last week, really, and so I've come to like a core of 5 that I really like, and like I need this 6th one to patch up some matchups, and like they kind of work for different things, and I'm trying to decide like what's the best right now. It's just
Yeah, I feel the same way. I think we briefly touched on it. Maybe I forget if that was in the episode or after the episode last week. But we're building the same core.
yeah.
And
you and I are both playing Palafin stuff.
Yes,
but,
and we've since diverged a little bit. That's probably because you're good and I'm
well, we're gonna
something else.
Let's just put a pin in that until we see the Orlando results.
Yeah, that's fair.
I went.
I've got the home field advantage, if anything.
You do, yeah. You got like the power of the swamp people.
You get to
powering
like
here,
sleep in
this.
your own bed.
I'm not doing that.
Oh, you're not? Oh,
No, I'm gonna. Yeah, we're staying in Orlando. I'm actually staying attached to the convention center, which is very nice.
Oh, nice.
The Rosenfield or whatever it is. Yeah, so that'll be convenient. I can roll out of bed and roll up to the floor. Okay, so as far as content for the episode,
Didn't think this one through, did we?
no.
So Orlando is going to be. Correct me if I'm wrong. They just opened up more seats, so it's gonna
Over
be
100 seats.
Yeah. So
Oh wait, hold on.
I
Let
think
me
the
pull
last
up
I checked, it was
RK9.
830 some odd. It might be more now.
Is that 830 some odd registered?
Registered, yes.
Okay, so as of recording, it's 852.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's
So
still
we've hit-
open. It's
we have
still
hit the
open.
yeah.
we've hit
yes.
the kicker at this point. So,
Yes, we're at the highest kicker of 800.
Yeah.
so that means
that's
top-
as high as it goes.
Yes, that's 256 get top 256 get some CP.
30.
Just actually wild. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, 30 is the lowest.
30. Like top, like almost, I think it was like 189 to 256 is 30 CP. Like,
We've kind of hit the point where like regionals, they're worth going to because they're fun and there's a lot of people and it's a big community event. In terms of like actual reward structure, it's super not worth going to them.
It's getting tough.
Yeah,
it's
it's
bad. We just kind of touched on that before you hopped on.
There are people who will go 8-2 if there are only 10 rounds. Maybe they bump it up after 800. I'm not sure if it's still
They
10
need to
rounds.
start playing on Friday then.
Yeah, true. I
Yeah,
think
I mean-
I think the rules came out and like it's 10. I think it's
Okay.
10.
Yeah, so still 10 rounds. That means you can go 8-2, which is like generally enough to cut at an internats. It's like good enough to cut at worlds. Like,
Yeah, good enough to cut worlds,
not good enough to cut regionals. And
What
like,
is it? 15?
Everyone
15 8 and 2s
who's-
don't get in?
And like there are plenty of world class players who are going to be there, so you could absolutely play better than someone who's cut at worlds and not cut this regional. And then in
Halfway.
terms of CP, it's similar. Like 30 CP, you can get it 3 locals, I'm pretty sure.
Well,
Less than
locals
that.
aren't also a thing.
Well,
They
you can
will
get up,
be this year.
You can get up to
Yeah,
like
when?
what is
We don't
a
have any news on locals, and guess what? Worlds is only getting closer. I want to
Yeah.
grind locals.
right. I think because you can get 180, isn't it, from locals total?
Yeah,
That
yeah,
sounds
exactly.
right.
Which, by the way, you get 200 for winning a regional. So you could like, if you and your band of buddies
Yep.
happen to have gone through the professor thing and like set up your own locals at Award CP, you can just
As long as
all
there's 4
trade-
people playing, like you
yeah,
can just
y'all can just
rotate.
trade wins once a week and make as many points as someone who is a world class player who's winning a regional.
We
And it's
we
actually
don't,
wild.
as the Game Corner, we don't entirely
I do not
condone.
endorse that. I'm just saying I want to point out like how
Yeah.
flawed this system is, and they just really haven't given too much thought to it. And like I get it because this game
They haven't had to.
This makes
Yeah.
them they haven't had to in the past, and B, this makes them no money, so they have no real impetus to actually care. I guess if that like at least with the TCG, it encourages people to go buy overpriced cards. With VGC,
Yes.
you bought the game, you were going to buy that game whether you were playing VGC or not. You were going to play the single player, and then after that point, there are no more purchases. You were going to buy the DLC too, whether there's a live tournament or
Yep.
not. Like this costs them money and gets them nothing. Like entry fees, sure, but I think like even with these massive tournaments, they're getting like a nice car for the entire company out of it. It's like 30 or 40 grand in entry fees, and that goes to the organizers before it goes to TPCI. So
I
like,
don't even think that TPCI gets a cut.
it
Is
might
that?
all go to the organizers. I would believe it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea how
But
that
like
works.
Not
just the raw
shocked.
money, like $70 times however many
Yeah,
people.
I mean,
it's not that much.
they're at $60,000 in ticket sales just on VGC right now. That's
So
just
what?
VGC.
$70 times 850 people is just under 60K.
Yep.
So yeah, that is a very nice SUV that Nintendo
Yeah.
now owns. Like with
Yeah, that's a drop in the bucket for
it's
them.
not real money, you know.
But the problem is how like you can't really fix that, right? Like you can't just
You know how?
Well, I mean, you can. It's the nature of things, so it's never going to be like a very serious
Yeah.
esport.
Yeah.
And Nintendo's always been anti-competitive gaming. Honestly, it's
if
wild
there was a
to
way
me
for
that
him to
this is
make
official.
money off of it, if there was
Yeah.
a way, give me Terra Shard loot boxes. I will buy me some Terra Shard loot boxes.
I'll like if you support the events, I will happily pay some stupid subscription so I can have a Goldango on my team. I don't know. Whatever.
I mean subscription, microtransactions, like all those things that other games, when they do it poorly, get a lot of crap for.
yeah,
is the only
doesn't
way you can
care-
fix it.
Nintendo doesn't care if they get crap for it. They get torn apart on Twitter every other week, and then they show a trailer for something that people love, and then that's that. They're
Yeah.
back in everybody's good graces.
And that no, they still get torn apart on trailers people love. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
Like,
but
that's also a thing.
But it still doesn't matter, right? Like everybody,
It's Nintendo.
they are like, everybody's favorite gaming company after another week or two. Like
That's true.
being part of like watching Smash has made me just. It's even wild to me that Nintendo even officially sponsors these tournaments because they're like very anti-competitive games in general. Like they will actively shut things down that cost them nothing and give them free marketing.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they just don't like the concept of it.
I mean, well, yes, the Smash in the last year and a half has had a wild ride.
Yeah.
Right,
I mean, yeah,
that's
and it's not even like the scandal stuff was years ago at this point. Now it's just back to business as usual of them shutting things down. It goes back as far as like 2013 or 2014 when they wanted to put Melee in Evo and it required like a massive petition of like tens of thousands of people and to have Nintendo be like, fine, we'll allow you to give us a massive amount of free marketing, and it broke the records for Evo viewership. Like they just were turning that down on principle.
Yeah, I don't know. There was also like the was it Panda Global stuff last year that had the whole Smash circuit.
I mean, but
problem.
and that's a different scandal in that it involves Nintendo. Like they
yes,
kind of worked with a tournament organizer to stifle competition. Like
which is just baffling to me.
Yeah.
I wish I knew more.
it's all out there. You can like, the Panda Global basically doesn't exist anymore. The whole organization
Yeah.
is pretty much dissolved
Yes.
as a result of that scandal, which is also crazy because they were like the biggest name
They're
in fighting
huge.
games.
Yep.
Yeah.
Anywho, that's not Pokemon. But it does pertain, and you're right. It is sad that the support is what it is.
Yeah. You need to be really forward looking, I think, to like really take advantage of esports, like be willing to take losses immediately and understand that you're like growing a phenomenon and that's how you get things like League and Dota and StarCraft back in the day. Not anymore, but like these things don't immediately pay out massive amounts, but once they actually do grow to that scale, they're
well, it's because they don't. The game doesn't make them money. It's sponsorships and everything else. Like
right.
You know that's where you. But that's anything.
Well, I mean, the game also makes League and Dota money now, like microtransactions.
Yeah, microtransactions. But it's still. I feel like it's. But still, like the company makes a lot of money just off of sponsors. Just. But it's like it's like any like look at any like professional sports team. Like, you know, all the stadiums are sponsored by some big company. You know, it's just that's where you make your money is sponsorships.
I mean, the teams also make their money off of that. But yeah, I mean, like, but no one's gonna buy your ridiculous skins unless they really feel like they're invested in the game. Like, this game is something I want to spend all my time on, and I want to practice this, and I want to get good at this. And now that people see me being good at this, sure, I will buy the fancy golden skin for my favorite character because I feel like this is worth it. And no one's gonna. Well, some people probably will buy a hat Pikachu skin, but like
I was gonna say hat Pikachu,
or just let me put a hat on anything. Like I get to choose my hat and put it on something.
If people could pay $20 to put a ridiculous hat on their favorite Pokemon and bring it to a regional and be the person with that hat on it, like it sounds really silly because it is, but people would do it. Like a lot lot people would do it.
I want a Dondozo with a cigar.
I would do it. Yeah. I would.
That's all I want.
Did you ever finish that drawing?
Almost. I'm almost
okay.
done. I haven't gotten around to finishing it.
Yeah, that's it. It'll also, if we ever go down that direction, if we ever get to microtransactions in Pokemon for skins and hats and little Pikachu in a sweater, I don't know. It'll be
at the current pace. I think they'll figure out like microtransactions in about 5 to 10 years. That's like their usual pace. Like
once we're onto some other kind of method in the world, everyone else.
Once we're in like the true like VR dystopia, they'll have figured out hats.
Yeah,
that is the Nintendo way.
But it'll be back on like a 2D handheld
that you can play in VR. There you go.
Yeah, really there we go.
Anyway. Yeah, so prizes suck. What else are we looking forward to for the regional?
I mean, so like we were talking about last time, like this is gonna be what sets the Series 2 meta. Like it's exactly like San Diego, and that everybody's coming into here blind beyond what they've seen on Showdown and like random grassroots tours. So
here's my thought on that, right? Because I was listening to other podcasts this week, and they talked about the same thing, kind of like how the first real thing is going to be Orlando. But that does saying that discredit the grassroots stuff that's been happening?
I mean, to some degree, but the fact of the matter is, like, people don't pay as much attention to grassroots stuff. Like, you see an infographic on Twitter, and then maybe you see it on Evan's spreadsheet, and like Evan has to make the decision as to whether it's worth even putting them on the spreadsheet, right? Like,
I mean, you have the big ones like Beanie and
he puts everything on there though. He puts everything.
I haven't seen the latest Beanie. It might just not have its own tab, but like,
yeah.
And again, hats off to Beanie and Nino for like putting on these events. Like, that's a massive like boon to the community that we get these events at all.
And we would love to have you on the show to talk to you about how it's done. So,
but like
DM us.
But I'm sure there was a lot of crazy stuff winning grassroots tours prior to San Diego that people didn't pay attention to. But the second that GSOC Miluko won with Poison Garganackle was all you saw for like 2 weeks. It's finally starting to branch out, and people are realizing that like there are real ground types in Series 2, so like you can't really do that anymore. But like,
I'm proud of you for saying Garganackle.
Garganical? I don't know.
Garganical.
Isn't it like officially Garganical?
Garganackle is the official one, and it's disgusting.
That's awful. Yeah.
Garganackle.
Yeah, it feels bad on the tongue.
It does. Yeah, it doesn't roll off the tongue. Garganical. Now see, you should have like a little monocle.
But yeah, I think it's interesting that, you know, we between these events, right, between the regionals, and you know, for right now is Series 2, we've kind of had it. We've had just the rule set for a couple weeks, 3-4 weeks now maybe. But we get to see an early meta develop early meta develop because of the grassroots tournaments, and then it gives us ideas for what might show up at regionals, and then the regional is kind of like, here's the goalpost, here's the point in time when this was the winning thing, right?
Yeah, because I mean, people are playing for like real, like, more than bragging rights or whatever.
I was gonna say, after the previous discussion, you can't say they're aiming to play for real prizes.
Money. Yeah. Oh, I mean, CP.
Yes,
you get CP.
Yeah,
the
you
real
want to go to
prize.
Worlds, and like if you win, then it'll at least cover your flight.
That's
Although
true.
I gotta
Maybe.
say, like
Depends on where you fly
JSOC
from.
coming in from Korea, like I'm not even sure.
I don't think that
probably-
covers his
probably,
flight.
like, I think he got like $3,000 out of it, so it probably did just about cover the flight and the hotel, but like barely.
Like, you had to win.
Yes.
Win or you're not coming home.
But also to further that discussion, right? The more CP you have, the more chance you are to get travel assistance for Worlds.
Yeah.
So it can actually pay for your flight.
Yep.
So
Yeah, and Japan is not cheap
Not at all.
to go to or to stay in.
having planned a Japan trip that we didn't actually do, yeah, it's not. You gotta be savvy if you're doing that, and I don't think Yokohama is particularly cheap.
No, it's
It can't
like,
be. If that's where they're having it, like,
Tokyo, right? So,
they
like,
they
yeah,
go
it's-
and have it in London and then Yokohama right after, like.
Good point. It's not Tokyo proper, which is probably for the better.
just waiting for that Atlanta Worlds,
I know. It's about time.
Orlando.
There was apparently an Atlanta regional at one point, but I think that was back when Atlanta was a lot cheaper.
True. That's true.
They only choose rundown places for regionals, and then they choose
Yeah.
incredibly expensive ones for Worlds.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably fair. But anywho,
All right, what's your meta call? What do you think is gonna win Orlando?
yeah, Sheldon.
Dundozo.
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about this last week, so I want your take, Sheldon.
Dundozo.
You
Do
want
you think Dozo's
Dondozo?
gonna win?
Gonna win.
I was kind of talking about this last time. It's like I don't think that's crazy because all the when I was at San Diego, I fought one person who didn't have at least one, if not two, dedicated Dozo counters on their team, and that
You
one
have a
person
lot more threats in the meta now. Like, it's more than just, okay, I need the answer to Dundozo. Like, you need threats
answers
to
a lot
multiple.
of
Like,
things.
yeah.
And and to be fair, there are a lot of things that just like naturally pin Dozo better than there were in Series 1.
Sure.
But I think people aren't thinking about it as much. They don't have a dedicated Haze user or a Curse
Yeah.
Mimic.
Yeah.
You.
See, that's one
or-
thing. Haze is, like, you still get your clear smogs,
People
but
do run
that's-
Clear Smog on Among Us, but
that's still
Steel-
not as, like, immediate as a haze, because a haze
not.
is, you can't stop the haze.
Yeah, you can just nuke Among Us if you've got enough boosts, and
Yep.
Steel Chestoberry Dozo, I want to say, is still the most popular.
You
So,
can't
like-
stop the haze should go on a t-shirt.
You really can. It's hard. I'm like,
Yeah.
I do still keep Haze on my team because I'm
Yeah.
not messing with Dozo, but like, it's I would not be surprised if someone wins with it because like as we saw, like even if you do have these hard counters, Dozo did very well at San Diego. It won.
I mean, sometimes, like, you can lose your boost and you're okay, you still can't knock me out with what you have, so
It's
I'm just
still
gonna
a thick boy.
I'm just gonna sit
it
here
got-
and just deal damage. And
It won Liverpool and
It's
I got
attrition.
second at San Diego despite Series 1 having such anti-Dozo tech like built
Yeah.
into the meta. So like yeah, I could see it doing really well here too.
it's almost like an attrition battle with that thing. So
Fair
especially
point.
if you can get a quick knockout or two right from the get go and
Yeah.
bring it in later, like, it's a menace.
Yeah, I think the Ruin Mons are where they're actually going to put the nail in the coffin on that one.
Yes, I will agree with that.
Sure.
Chen
'cause-
Pao Sacred Sword is just an instant death sentence, and it outspeeds.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to be locking yourself in, not being able to switch, just sitting there slow, and your HP doesn't mean anything with, like, the Pal Knight thing going on, extreme
Yeah.
speeds, and
Yeah. It was literally Sacred Sword ignores your defenses, and
like, I'm
then
pretty sure,
the
like, you
Ruinous
wouldn't
thing
live.
pushes it down 20%. Like you're gonna die.
I'm still
Yeah,
waiting for the
that's true.
restricted meta, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't live the goldfish boosted water spout from a Kyogre.
That's what we'll see
I
win
mean-
Worlds next year.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
I'm
Goldfish
still like, that's
Kyogre
all I
is
could.
gonna be wild.
It will be. It'll be something else.
I'm waiting.
You're gonna watch Kyogres Oko other Kyogres in the rain, like.
Yeah.
Well, they're gonna have grass Terra Blast on them, right? So.
Yeah.
Nah, you're probably gonna see, like, I don't know. I feel like that much damage out of that thing is probably gonna Oko with a water spout. It's just whoever wins the speed tie.
Gotta go Scarf, yeah.
Scarf Jolly, just to make sure you can. I'm at the top.
But then you go Terra Water.
Yeah, Terra Water. Oh yeah, that's most possible damage you can do in the game.
Adaptability, Game Freak said, while partaking in some substance that I would like some of too.
People were not well when they thought this through.
We got a while. We got a while before we get to restrictors. I'm having nightmares already of what it's going to look like.
I think you got a solid year. It's looking like Worlds is going to be without them this year.
That is a painful premonition.
It is. Xerneas, Fairy Aura, Fairy Terra, Geomancy boosted Xerneas, like.
Or if it just goes Terra Steel for defensive, like it's gonna be nuts.
We can go play around in National Decks on Showdown.
Oh yeah, I didn't see what it does. Just see what the damage.
Doubles.
We'll just only bring 4 each. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be painful. Whew.
So have y'all had any new predictions or thoughts since last time you talked?
Last episode. I mean, honestly, kind of the same things. I'm feeling comfortable with the Dolphin, but I actually don't think it's a great meta call right now. I think that Garg is really big, and as a result, Covert Cloak Gastro is now really big.
Yes.
And that is not aimed at the Dolphin, I don't think. I think that's just a nice, happy accident for them, but as a result, it means you really just can't bring your Dolphin to the match. Honestly, if I wasn't scared of Dozo, I'd be running Terra Blast with my Grass Terra, and then I would be perfectly fine to fight Gastro with it. But
I've been thinking that exact thing since we're running similar Dolphin sets. I don't know.
Which is it's also why one of the mons I was considering was Meowscarada. It's a very nice little Gastro counter. Of course, they Terra Fire a lot, so that's rough. But like you can't account for Terra on everything.
You need to get some ground coverage. I feel like that's also something I think is that could end up like
you said that in Discord.
The tournament. Yeah, is like if you have something like a strong ground coverage, like maybe Great Tusk. That's one thing I don't like in this generation. Nothing gets high horsepower. Like they took that away from everything.
Did you know they got rid of Scald? Yeah, that's also a big void in the.
Oh yes,
I think I would be putting Bundle on every single team if it got Scald.
I wish they nerfed Scald and not got rid of it completely, or replaced
made Chilling Water the same base power. That wasn't going to break the game. That give it.
It really wasn't
80 base power on
make it
minus
make
one
it
attack.
The same as all the other ones. Maybe give it a 30% chance to lower attack and make it as
so
strong
like
as the other
what
moves. Done over.
We have Flamethrower that's 100% accurate,
90,
base 90, boosted by the sun. Thunderbolt's base 80, or is it 90?
Also 90.
Yeah, so why don't we have a water one that's base 90,
100%? Are all the same, yeah.
We don't have a grass one, do we?
No.
Energy Ball.
Oh,
Energy Ball.
Right,
yeah. Duh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks.
Special
water
just got really screwed
They
out
did
this
water
gen.
dirty.
They have.
I will say I've finally bit the bullet and have accepted Hydro Pump into my life.
80%
on Pelipper.
Eight out of.
Yeah, I got rid of it.
I was running Chilling Water for a while because I was running Arcanine too. So if you had Chilling Water plus Intimidate, you could just like really
neuter something big.
Yeah. But without it, it just feels lackluster. And like Pelipper can pick up KOs in the rain with Hydro Pump.
In the rain, it can still do damage. It's still 110 base power.
Yeah.
Even if you're not really invested, it still hits,
Yeah.
It's like Hurricane. Hurricane can still do some work in the rain.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hurricane was I don't know, I adjusted my Pelipper because I was unhappy with some Hurricane matchups that I had. Or matchups where I took Hurricane, whatever, you know what I meant. That was bad English. But yeah, I don't know. But my answer to your question, Sheldon, is that my head is full of panic.
Okay.
I have no predictions. Just panic.
I think it's great to. None of us are world class players, right? Like some of us do well, but like none of us are good. So like the best thing is to go into these events just with like wait and see. I can't wait to see what people are bringing. Can't wait to see
yeah.
what comes out on top. Like,
Yeah.
maybe what we're bringing will be really good, and maybe it'll fall flat. Like, but whatever happens, you're gonna go in there at day 2, and you're gonna sit down and watch the finals, and it's gonna be some stuff, and you're like, wow, I wish I thought of that. Like, or I should have thought of that.
Yeah,
Or it's your exact team, and you're like, man, I wish I could play as good as him.
Hey, if Dolphin gets out on top, we'll be pretty happy, I think.
Yeah. And all it means is that you can, whatever wins here, you can take that into account when you build for Knoxville.
Well, I was going to say, we said that last week too. Like, we're looking at Orlando, and it's going to be, I mean, yes, I am saying that I am panicking, but I'm super excited. I'm going to have a lot of fun, and I'm going to go in with whatever team I decide tonight or tomorrow night. And
you have till Saturday morning.
No, I don't, but that's for personal reasons. And scheduling conflicts.
I will bring my special Switch to Orlando. You can wait until
we need to sit down, and because I have issues with that.
Okay.
That's a different story though. But yeah, no, same thing. I like looking at what's gonna be at Orlando. Just honestly, my first in-person regionals is gonna be Orlando. Like you've had San Diego, you've had Secaucus, so you're just ahead of us by 2. But Orlando, I'm gonna see a lot of friends. So if you're listening to this, before Orlando and you want to come say hi, come find us. Right, we'll be somewhere, probably wearing Game Corner t-shirts if mine come in. But whatever, it'll be super fun. See people, see community, sludge through 10 rounds of Swiss, 12 hours of playing Pokemon. My goodness.
No, it'll be less time, and the reason for that is that we don't get a lunch break.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, that's right.
Glorious.
I forgot they took out a lunch break.
I can't.
It makes so much sense. That makes so much sense. It goes quicker if you don't get a lunch break.
Strong will win.
I'm gonna have my backpack.
I'd be standing at like the window, like bring beer, like with a sign.
I'm gonna have a box of Cliff Bars in my backpack. I was gonna say
yes.
If my opponent asks for one, you can starve.
No, just eat it right in front of him.
I'll give you one after that.
Look at me go. Yeah, you can have this for everyone who's not me. Have a Cliff Bar. Oh, that's gonna be hectic. Like, I want to have water bottles.
It's like, I'm gonna need you to keep my resistance up. Here you go.
This is disgusting. Whatever. Yeah, I forgot. What is it? Rounds 3 and 4
will be 10 or 15 minutes longer. Yeah.
Also, hear me out. 3 and 4, not like 5 and 6, not the middle of the tournament.
Oh no, 3 and 4 is like lunchtime. It's usually like noon or 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess the way
here's another thing.
Hours work out, yeah.
So because of the lack of battle boxes and just general competitive infrastructure in Scarlet and Violet compared to Sword and Shield, there is no way to determine ties at like the game can go to time, but like if you go beyond the scope of like there is no round timer is what I'm getting at. You play until all 3 of your games are over. So they can't say an hour has passed, whoever's ahead wins right now. We all have to wait for everyone to finish.
That's horrible.
So, yeah, it's rough. And that's surprising. Everybody was expecting it to happen with Dondozo mirrors at San Diego, and it surprisingly didn't. I think everybody's just merciful to each other, and they didn't bring out their Dozo against other Dozos. I had a Dozo counter on my Dozo team, and I would not bring Dozo into the mirror. Like, I just didn't want to do it to myself. Maybe I would have. Actually, I think I won most of my Dozo games. But anyway,
you just have a gentleman's agreement. Like,
I was like, please no, let's not do this to ourselves. But so when I was in the Beanie Tour this past weekend, I was testing some stuff. There were a couple rounds that went way over time, and the reason were Garganical mirrors.
Those can be bad,
and they are
especially if they're running Covert Cloak.
Some of them do run it to win the mirror specifically.
Yes.
But even if they don't, they all have leftovers. So they only take Salt Cure does a little more than lefties, but not by a ton. And then
you
both
have Recover.
And their only damaging moves are Salt Cure, which
that
does
makes
very little.
Me so sad.
Yeah. So actually, no, it's amazing. And I'm gonna tell you why. It's because we are not running Garg. And even if we play Garg players, it won't go to time. So they are going to give us our lunch break.
There you go. See, that's what it is. So as long as I have the mirror, so like that's the secret. Like you just need like some 2 or 3 mons of final game it. If you're like, okay, I'm starving, just final game it. All right, I'm done. Like,
all right. I'm done with this match.
You can just quick forfeit, but
But hey, if you final
could
gambit
win.
3 or 4 times, you go out with a bang.
What is Garg's HP stat?
Too much. I was gonna bring
It's only
Garg.
Like
one- it's only
130 or
100
something?
It's 100. It's only
Oh,
100. It's the
100.
Oh,
defense
really?
that's 130. Yeah. And Annihilape's HP is 110. So Final Gambit will kill a Garg.
Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
Perfect. We've solved the mystery.
Unless they go Terra Ghost.
Yes.
We have-
Which you should be. Like, I still don't agree with the Terra
think-
Poison.
You don't like
Terra Poison
poison?
was the call in Series 1. I don't think it's the call anymore.
Yeah,
yeah,
because there's
I
not gonna
didn't
be as
like-
much toxic around.
Yeah.
Spikes.
I just don't like the whole like yeah, you become immune. You have one weakness into dark. That's it. Because of your ability.
Yeah,
Like-
yeah, exactly.
You literally become unkillable. Like
Yeah.
Unless you just smack it real hard. My guard counter is to wave crash in the rain.
Yeah, that is.
you can do it.
You can do it. It does it. I have O code before, or like
I mean,
I
it-
had a lot
it
of
still-
99% actually. But
It still
yeah.
doesn't have the best special defense. So I mean, if you can like get into a
Hydro
game state
pump.
where it's just Gargonical versus the world, like
Yeah,
you can win that.
You win. It's not like Dozo where it literally like can take
Like it's still doing damage to you. Like
Yeah.
it's a slow burn, so you can still like, or you get a crit
But
even
the
if
real
you have
play
to.
is to find the 2 Garg players in round 3 or 4.
Put them
Be like,
together
"Hey,
and-
I will buy you lunch if
y'all
take
just
the
sit there and
time
just-
on every game. Give me an hour."
Give me an hour, I'll
use up
bring
all
you lunch.
use up all your PP before you even starting the the salt cure battle. Like
Oh man. That's the play. Yeah. I was gonna bring Garganical. I 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was like, I must have Garganacle on my team, and then I decided, no.
You don't
For
hate yourself.
pretty
that
much this reason. Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be. I'd rather play
a
around it, not play with it.
I'm apparently a glutton for punishment this gen because that's what I started
Stop.
Series 2 with. And I was like, man, this ain't
No.
because I loved
Do you
it.
still
I
play
started
it?
Series.
I mean, I was messing around with it.
Yeah.
I started Series
strong.
1 with it too, and I have a lot of fun. But then I was like, all right, let me try Dozo again. And I'm like, okay, Dozo's still really good in Series 2. So, okay, I'm back on the Dozo.
The thing is, like, people when they started playing Garg at first, they were on like the Iron Defense body press train, and they
Yes,
didn't,
that
they
was-
didn't
that was the
grasp
very,
it
very
didn't
beginning.
It didn't need to bulk itself up. It was already just so good in and of itself, and wide guard
And
is
then
really, really
we
powerful.
realized Salt Cure is actually stupid good.
Too good.
Yeah, I'm just really interested to see what comes out of this. I get the feeling that it's gonna be just a really good player running the like Arcanine Iron Bundle Among Us.
Good stuff's team.
Yeah,
Just
I
good stuffs with 2 or 3 paradox mons and all the strong ones. Like it'll like maybe Roaring Moon, maybe not, I don't know, but like I think those 3 just are like innocuous good stuffs that aren't like particularly busted, but in the hands of a really good player do really well. Like Iron
I
Man
am
is
inclined to
amazing,
agree.
too.
I'm inclined to agree, and like I'm almost sad that I really do think that just good stuffs is gonna win. Because I like it when like fancy cores win, like Rain or Dozo or something specific, right?
Right.
Good stuffs is its own archetype, sure. But I'll be sad if good stuffs does win because it's kind of generic, and I was gonna build a good stuffs team, and I'm not.
Because here's the thing, good stuffs is not easy to pilot. Like all these
Yeah.
gimmicks are cool because like if you like put it in the right position, you just kind of win, right?
Yeah.
And it's like Dozo, Garg, all this stuff, and like it's unfair to say that about Garg because like obviously GSOC had a otherwise good stuffs team that they piloted fantastic.
But you just had something that just wins the
Yeah.
game for you, like like Dozo and all too. They just win the game. Like a good stuff team, you have to like find the lines every
Yeah.
matchup. Like it's not like, okay, I just need to end with this on the field and I'm good. Like no, it's like, okay, what is my out?
Yeah, you don't have a single win con going into the game. You determine your win con during the course of the game a lot of the time, at least.
Yeah.
Unless it's like a very polarized matchup where you're fighting something that is a gimmick in and of itself. So like, it's hard. I all the respect to the players who do it. Like, and if you see like, even like the Series 12 Worlds that we watched, like that the team that won that was the most generic good stuffs ever. It was Zacian
Yeah.
and Calyrex Shadow, like with Incineroar, Rillaboom, Gastron.
I mean,
like what?
To be fair, it's called good stuffs for a reason.
Yeah.
Because they're good. All we
Thank
need
you for
right
that.
now.
Yes.
All we need right now is Incineroar. That's what I miss right now. Oh my gosh. That's like completing the Infinity Gauntlet. Like
They nerfed Rillaboom. So
imagine having an Incineroar like on a Dozo team, being able to parting shot into your Tatsugiri.
I think I'm sad listening to this.
Oh man, I just miss
It'll
it.
be when Incineroar does come in, it'll be good. Incineroar is base good stuff. Base good stuff.
It is the epitome of good stuff.
It does.
That's all it is.
It's a good tool to have.
I think it's been it will be really good. Obviously, like if Arcanine's good, then Incineroar will be better, right?
Yep. Yeah, that's
but
true.
I think it has been nerfed by a lot of as a byproduct of all the new tools that we have this gen. So I think it'll be healthy coming in. Okay, it's
healthy,
not
healthier, maybe healthier. But it's still like I feel like it is like just the prototype of what you want out of your Intimidate, like, you know,
support mon.
Yeah, just does everything you need Pokemon. Yeah. Like you need one of those sometimes.
You
need something to fake out.
There are a lot more Defiant Mons. There's Clear Amulet out there.
Yeah,
that's true. There is a lot of answers to it.
Yeah, which I think is good, but I still think it's something that we could use. Like just having all those roles rolled up into that, so that way you don't have to have an Intimidator, you don't have to have Fake Out on something else. You know, it's spread out.
Right now, all the Intimidators are a little frail. Like both Tauroses are frailer than Arcanine, and Arcanine has like pretty middling bulk itself.
They're very offensive, like Intimidator. Like they come in to intimidate,
like
but
Salamence too, right? Yeah,
but they're fast and they want to hit quick. They don't want to.
They're still
take a
glass
hit and
cannons.
get out. They're not support mons really. They're
exactly
offensive mons that kind of support.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Also, we I don't think we've talked about this since well before we knew what Meowscarada was. But Sprigatito didn't end up being the protagonist to the antagonist that is Incineroar.
Yeah,
that never actually came true.
It's not the face to the heel.
Thank you. I couldn't think of face and heel. Yes. Yeah. So
maybe kind of. I could see it as a wrestler, a magician
really
themed wrestler.
A magician themed wrestler.
Like
who just
Rey
snaps
Mysterio,
his fingers and then
it's like Rey Mysterio, but he's a magician instead of whatever.
Has there been a winning Meowscarada called Mr. Mistopheles yet? Because there should be. Anywho, okay, so good stuff is gonna win. We've decided.
I'm making the mind blowing prediction that good Pokemon are going to be on the team that win regionals.
The winning team shall have 6 Pokemon at level 50. Oh, okay, cool. Wow, thanks for that. They all hold an item too. Yeah. Boy, I hope our dolphin friend does well.
Me too.
Or I scrap the team entirely tonight and make a new one.
That's the play. That's the play right there.
That is the play.
Ooh,
Get a really good team
I'm telling you,
no idea how it works.
I'm telling you, Droopy Tatsugiri is
that's the defense.
The flavor. Yeah, that's the flavor. That's the flavor you want to go with.
That's the flavor of your Nigiri. Got it.
I have never seen someone run the defensive one outside of like body press memes. I've seen your games. It was impressive.
It legit helped because of Iron Hands and all. Like it actually comes. You just stack up defense. And you're like, okay, your Wild Charge Thunder Punch doesn't do anything. So,
where did you put those plays in?
G3, I think.
Okay.
God, I'm gonna
hate they're in there.
Every dozo I see.
Yeah, I'm the legitimate because like my entire like Team Carolina are like, why are you Droopy? I'm like, listen, it works. Because I'm like, I don't care about my attack stat; it's already high enough. And I was like, I don't care about speed. I'm not going to outspeed anything because I am not invested.
You're
going
to
to
get intimidated then if you can't reboot.
Whatever. Then I'll just
a USPA match last night. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah. So I never see intimidate hardly. People still don't. I mean, people run it, but it's still like not.
At that point, just have your dozo hold a clear amulet.
Just run body press.
Yeah.
Just run body press.
Body press is amazing. I was doing that. That was my I had a team like that where I was running like body press, like I was running Terra fighting body press Dondozo.
Okay, this is not my idea. Shout out to Kevin from Pokesports. This is the best meme I've seen. You get booster energy Iron Hands with defensive nature, so it gets the boost to its defense, and then it gets Iron Defense and Body Press, and it has stab on Body Press.
Nice.
Oh,
I like it.
I'm changing my Iron Hand set tonight.
You will beat every other Iron Hands out there.
That's true. That's pretty okay for the mirror.
Yeah.
I might.
Don't run it. Don't do it.
don't do it. Don't do it.
I
temptation
want you to
to
understand
do
that
silly
we're
things.
memeing on you really hard.
Yeah, no, it's not gonna be good.
But if just
It'll be
imagine if you
interesting.
won a match though in the regional, and you're like
It would feel so
body
good.
press,
You get-
It
Iron
feels
Hands.
so good. It would be terrible. As soon as you bring that out, someone's like, "Oh, let me just bring a special attacker. Here's my Flutter Mane. You're
Yeah,
gone.
because if you're running Iron Defense, you can't.
You're not
you can't run
getting.
AV.
Yeah, you're not AV. You have no
can't.
special.
You're just counting on a knockoff to hit you after the special attack, so that way you can. See, it's all about the setup.
This is my
Knock off-
5D big
knock
brain
off-
chest
Yeah,
setup.
knock off your own assault vest.
What's the symbiosis?
Yeah, there we go.
So you have someone next to it holding.
Yeah, so you have booster energy, and then you symbiosis and assault vest onto yourself after the
Exactly.
Iron Defense.
Exactly.
Yeah, there we
yes.
go.
Oh yeah, I guess you have to. That is how that works. Never mind. You have to do the
Yeah.
defense first. Okay. Three
Does
turns
symbiosis
setup.
only proc like the second that you lose an item, or can you like swap in among the symbiosis next to something with no item and it'll get?
I thought it was that second one.
Then you can
Yeah.
do that. Yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely. You Iron Defense, and then you swap in your Oranguru, and you give it the assault vest.
And then you just instruct body presses.
There we go. You get a body
Or-
press in.
Yeah.
And then there's a Flutter Bane and you just cry. But, you know.
You got the
Yeah.
AV. You'll be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
You'll be
can't hit
all
it though. You have some coverage move, I suppose.
Yeah, you get bring heavy slam too, and you're good.
Now, heavy slam is actually a move I want to put on my mon.
But you can't vault switch.
I know you can do something else. Fake out? Maybe take out fake out? That's spicy.
I have seen Protect Swords Dance Iron Hands too, which is a thing.
That's-
I was
I've seen that too.
I was
Yeah.
meeting
Yeah.
with Scope Lens Focus Energy Iron Hands for about a day before I was just like, I'm not doing
Ooh,
this
my.
myself. But
No.
That's
It's cute. It's cute. You get
It's
It is cute.
100%, you get 100% crit rate drain punches, which
that's some not for open team sheet though.
Yeah, that's closed team sheet. Have y'all do y'all still boo people for closed
Yes,
team sheets?
absolutely, yeah.
And it's
100%.
so fun. It's so fun.
My favorite thing though is just when they lose to tech that they would have known about.
Exactly.
Had they
And you're like,
Yeah.
if you only would have looked at my sheet.
If you only read what I was trying to shove in your face.
It's like you're about to try to rage powder away my Palafin that can go Terra Grass. So like,
Good luck.
Yep.
Terragrass Palafin is very good though. That is I think the move.
I'm convinced it is the wave. Yeah, crash.
It is the wave. Okay.
I was experimenting when I was playing Palafin. I was experimenting with Terra Ground. That
For
was
the-
it.
for the electric?
But then you lose to another Palafin real quick.
Yeah.
No, I think grass is better because you still resist the electric attacks and you get
Yeah.
to ignore Amoongus, which is absolutely massive. Because
Resisting
otherwise,
the
Amoongus can just turn you into a paperweight.
very
you don't have
fast.
Terra Grass, yeah.
Yeah.
Like not even by putting you to sleep, just keeping you jet punching a grass type.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Oh goodness,
I
we'll
think
see.
we might want to call this one. Honestly, this is just the get together before Orlando.
It is.
That's fine. This is still good content. If the listeners are still here now, they'll still be here in 15 minutes after we've gone.
Still be here in an hour.
We're not going that far, although we probably could.
Yeah. My wife will be like, "Where are you? You went down like an hour
I've
ago."
never noticed the menagerie of derpy Pokemon behind you. Your room is usually really dark.
Oh yeah.
I already have
Yeah, I
behind
gotta-
you now. Oh yeah, well, there's been a couple episodes where his plushies were gone.
Yeah, because my kid took them all down, or she forced me to. She yelled at me. She wanted them all.
I have stopped myself many times from buying the giant plush Eevee. I've seen it like Target or something.
Yeah.
Like I want to be like, here, wife, have this. It's very cute.
Yeah.
So that it can be in my house. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, it's also my kid's 3rd birthday this week.
So
that's
sounds
right.
like an
Like,
excuse
it's
to buy
crazy.
them one of those $500 plushes.
That
Right.
sounds like an excuse to come to
Obviously.
Disney World.
Yeah. Well, we were going to, and then just
Life.
it's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah.
And it would suck me having to be there at a regional the whole time because I got to go to the regional too. But then it's a kid's birthday, and that'd be a lot.
You could have come down for Disney World and then come say hi and get like a spectator
could've.
pass.
Yeah.
Sorry, honey. Daddy has to play Pokemon for
Yeah.
12 hours. I'll
Yes.
see you later. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Right. So on that note, Rowan and I will be somewhere on the floor playing Pokemon in Orlando.
Yes.
So make sure y'all come say hi, right? Come.
I better see y'all on stream. Somebody, or at least if they see a camera panning around, y'all jump up and down, do something. I don't know. We need like a gang sign you throw up or something. Like
Once we lose 3 games, just like start trolling behind the cameras.
yeah,
every
there we,
round.
oh, that'd be
There we go.
amazing. Yeah, you need to.
Is
Yeah, you need to find a way to sneak up on like I don't know, is Cybertron doing his little couch thing or
I
something? Are they doing
I
that? You
think
need to like
he's
sneak up on the stage.
commentating? Is he commentating?
I want to say so, yeah.
Yeah, that sounds right. I don't know if it's the couch or it's the commentation. That's the word now.
That is, yeah, I think that's proper English.
Yeah, something like that. Is it three losses and you're out of everything?
I mean, it might be 2 losses and you're out of everything for some people.
Close to it.
There
If your
will-
resistance is
there-
bad, you
there
can
will-
you can
there will
bubble
be
with
8
2
teams.
losses.
Yeah, there will be 8-2s who don't cut.
Not cut, but top 256.
Oh, you'll get
Oh, yeah.
CP. You'll get CP even if you. I think you can go 6-4 and still get points.
Yeah.
Okay, so when I go 5-5,
That's
I
exactly
will-
what happened to me. I was I think I've complained about this before, but when I was 5-4 at San Diego, I was like, okay, I win 1 more and I at least get points for this. And then the person I played was the one who got 13th at Secaucus when I got 14th.
Oh.
so
Dang.
I am waiting for that. I'm waiting to be like, sit down and be like, oh, let me see who my opponent is. Oh, hi, Wolf.
Right.
Right? I'll be like, can I just
can
like
happen.
talk to you for an hour and not?
You should be like, can I just give you the win? But like, let's make a TikTok. Like,
Yeah.
Wolf probably gets harangued by like a lot of people.
oh yeah,
when we
I'm
were at
surprised he's able to even play. 'Cause
Actually,
I feel
we
like
were at
people are like,
Secaucus, he kind
bugging.
of just disappeared like between rounds. It was kind of
I'm
funny.
sure they probably have like a VIP room that he goes and sits in.
Yeah, I mean,
I-
Pierre, one of the mods at Pokesports, he played him, I think, round 2. At
Oh, really?
Secaucus, yeah.
Oh, cool. Well, I hope like, I don't know, for people of, I mean, obviously Wolf is Wolf, but like anyone who is like super popular in this community, I hope it's not like sit down and the other person's like gawking the whole time, like it's actually you.
I think for most
You're
people, it's like this is the area that you get that kind of recognition, so it's probably nice. Like,
Yeah, that'd
yeah.
be true.
You probably don't get it walking into Walmart. You know, you're not.
But,
yeah.
but if you know if Wolf has to go and disappear so that he's not mobbed, right? Then you're gonna have this one-on-one experience with him at the table, and hopefully it's like at least civil.
Don't they have the VIP passes and all though? Like for the
Yeah, it's
regionals?
like
there was at New Jersey
$400.
Oh, I mean,
There was
the
it?
VIP now is just like you get an extra T-shirt and raffle tickets
Oh.
and stuff.
No, you,
So
get,
I
you
know-
get access to a room, and you get,
Yeah, I
you get
was gonna say, 'cause
Wi-Fi,
when-
and you get more tickets for the side events.
When I,
blah, 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 blah.
when I did that for some like Magic tournaments before, and that's what it was. It's like they had like this back room you could go into in between rounds. They had like couches. They had like refreshments and snacks and water for you and stuff.
At least at Secaucus, it was like a little stand extra that you could go stand on, and there were seats. Okay.
It's just a little taped off area.
You are in your standard like sweaty convention center. Like just embrace it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Bring your own.
Everyone bring
war
deodorant, by
supplies.
the way. Let's
Please,
make sure
if
there's
you
going to be a
can
lot of
use
y'all
something.
there.
That's true.
Bring your deodorants. Bring some Axe body spray. Bring something for just.
I'm
Bring
gonna say
something for your buddy even.
bring suspenders if you know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
talking about. Wear a belt.
I think the prayers guy got banned from all the Magic events he was doing it at.
Good. Well, no, because also
he was exposing a problem.
he was
in the world.
he was doing pun intended the Lord's work. Anyway. Okay. Fine, Rowan, you're right. That's an episode. This has been what episode are we on nowadays?
Once we've gotten to plumber cracks, I think the
I don't know. We don't.
Conversation has devolved enough.
We don't upload them with this, so I don't know what episode we're on.
What do you
20, almost 30.
No, I think this might be 30.
Wow.
Do I have to go actually pull up YouTube and see what number we're on?
Yeah, probably.
Oh my gosh, I love us.
We should probably start the episode with this.
We should probably start the episode. I haven't been recording this whole time.
Ah, crap.
We're on episode... Oh, come on. Show me, YouTube. This is episode 30. Okay, cool.
Hey.
So, yeah, if you are like me, and you don't just happen to know everything about the Game Corner history, make sure you're subscribed on YouTube, on Spotify, and all the places. We're starting to branch out at least a little bit in some of our content, making shorts and whatnot. That's been kind of fun. Cutting funny-ish moments out of the podcast.
Moments, at least.
Yeah, they're cutting moments out of content we make. And I don't understand how shorts do the numbers they do, but they do numbers, so
Algorithms.
Algorithms, yeah. YouTube, Google's coming for that TikTok algorithm. It's gonna be something special. We'll see what happens this year when they actually try and take that on. But they're pushing for it, so whatever. We also have a Patreon if you'd like to support us there. We are trying to do, again, more for the community, more for our little corner of the VGC community to try and grow it. So any support there helps. It goes right back into the podcast. We have a single tier at $1, and we'll eventually do more with that after some things in life just calm down a little bit. What else do we have? Next week, I imagine the topic will be breaking down what we saw at Orlando Regionals, because that's a very easy gimme topic. So, again, Ro and I will be there. It'll be fun. Sheldon will be watching stream and waiting for us to do something.
Yep.
So, on that note, thanks to Game Chops and RobKTA for the use of our theme song, Goldenrod Game Corner, off the Ultraball album. Go give that a listen. I've been Harrison. You can find me at Twitch and Twitter at @row_ixon. I'll eventually get back to streaming. Now I've become the problem.
You have.
So I'm so sorry, Sheldon.
It's me.
Hi,
I'm the problem.
It's me. Ticketmaster's a problem. Okay, sorry. That's relevant. And I've been joined by my friends. Who are
Rowan, you can find me on Twitter, Rowan W. Hall, YouTube, Rowan Hall. I said I was going to do a Series 1 video, and I decided I didn't want to because Series 1 is old, and who cares?
Makes sense.
You know?
I will do a Series 2 one after Orlando. Oh, actually, so bigger thing. I was talking about last episode. There is a beta test out now for my app that I launched. It's called Replay Genie. You can search for showdown replays of any ELO, any Pokemon, and any format. Well, Series 1 and 2 are the only formats so far, but I will add more as the series come out. There is an open beta test. If you check my Twitter, please just DM me and send me your Gmail, and I will add you to the beta. I'm letting it run for at least a week. If any issues are found, I'll take the time to fix it, and then we'll do a full launch. And yeah, it's been really useful. I've found cool ideas to augment my team for Orlando already, and they actually helped me patch matchups. Like, people who are smarter than me thought of things that I didn't, which is...
And is this for iPhone too, or is it
right
just
now?
Android?
Right now it's only Android. I am an Android developer by trade, so it was partially to bolster my portfolio. But I do know some iOS. The iOS app can use the same backend, so I will eventually bring it to iOS, but I want to get it stable launched on Android first. So once it's up, iOS is next on the list.
I'm currently going to send you my email address.
Yeah, do it up.
I'm a dirty iPhone user.
Right there.
Same. I'm an Android developer who uses an iPhone, so don't tell anyone. Anyway, and I was also joined by...
Oh, yeah. Hey, this is Sheldon. You can find me on Twitter at Captain_Yanova and on Twitch at Captain Yanova. I'll be back to stream. I didn't stream last week. I was sick.
So, hey, you have your commitment.
Yeah, so I got to make up. I got to make up a stream.
That's a short I put out.
Yeah,
I turned it into a short.
I synced that.
The internet knows. More people have seen the short than the episode.
So
we'll have
we'll have a makeup stream. So.
And together, we've been the Game Corner. You can find us at Game Corner VGC on Twitter. You can find the Discord link down below. Actually, that's a lie. You can find our Linktree down below, which I have all of our stuff. I want to be using that moving forward. It kind of cleans up the clutter below in the show notes. So look forward to that. Hopefully, remember to do it. Actually, do it. Because I haven't added our personal stuff to that Linktree yet. That's coming. Anywho, that's all there. That's all down below. Comments down below, your favorites, your prediction for Orlando, or if this is after Orlando, comment down below what won in Orlando, just for fun. Why not? Yeah, that's it. Okay, cool. Until next week, press start and game on. Bye. All right, back to panicking.
Yeah, you reminded me to make a link tree. That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that.
Can I put your link tree in our link tree?
Oh, a link tree to a link tree.
Link treeception.